grab a coffee, sit and chill, and edit your photos. Last week I asked you to send in your photos to my email or Gmail, and that I'll be editing them for you. And it's long awaited because it's been a week since y'all sent me your photos, and it's been a week of me downloading them and looking at how gorgeous they look actually. So I'm more excited than you are to finally edit them in Lightroom. If you are asking why I'm wearing headphones, it's basically because I listen to music while editing, gets my flow running. Everyone has a flow, and this is my way of having the flow. So without further ado, let's get right into the editing. First, we're gonna start up with Appirantan. Thank you for sending your photos. Now, Appirantan sent me two photos. One was this, which is sick. The only thing that I did not like about it, but he's got nothing to do with it. It is this light pole right here. Everything else, look at the quality. Oh my god. Right, you can see every detail inside of this. Sony for you boys. So he shot this at 70mm, ISO 100, f2.8, great choice, and 1/1600 of a second. Well, you can see a bit of chromatic aberration, but that is not really bad compared to the 50mm. So as I said, I'm not gonna get so fancy with Photoshop and try to remove this light pole. My aim here is actually to color grade this. I want this edit to be inspired by someone I follow on Instagram. His name is A7Killer, and what he basically does is he actually unsaturates everything, and there are some key elements like key colors that he keeps. So I'm gonna try and get that look. So first of all, this thing is beautifully exposed. So there were like some whites here that were like clipping, so let's unclip those by reducing the highlights and the whites. We're gonna increase shadows and reduce the blacks without losing any details anywhere. Gonna increase a bit of a teensy bit of contrast. We're gonna have the clarity up. Now I know I've noticed Appirantan, you go full on negative on the clarity, which is your look. I'm gonna respect that, but not in my case. Now let's move on to curves. The curves, I want to go for an S curve, but does it look good with an S curve? I don't know. And I don't know why is the photo tilted or the building is tilted. Now aquas, sometimes aquas don't do much in a picture, so mainly go for the blues. But in my case, I'm gonna unsaturate the blues and reduce the contrast here. Alright, so after playing with it for a few minutes right here, I've got this look right here. Now all I have to do is play with the graduated filters here and there just to make the building pop a bit. And yeah, I really wanted to unsaturate the skies, but for that I need to use the brush tool, and since I'm very lazy, I'm not gonna use that. Oh my god, coffee! Just look at it. Look at it. It looks amazing. Oh my god, it looks amazing. I'm getting all... Alright, I'm having too much fun here, boys. So yeah, this is what I usually do, boys. What I do is I put a graduated filter on top from the sky, and it gives me this unique vignette that I've never seen it before. Most people use the radial filter, but for me, I use the graduated filter sometimes when there's a blank sky, and it gives a good looking vignette. I don't understand how, but clearly, as you can see right here, after playing with this, it looks amazing. Alright, so we're done editing the first picture by Appearanton. Thank you for sending that. So let us run through what I did right now. So basically the picture is about a building. The only thing that I did not like about again is the light pole, and as I said before, I'm not gonna go all fancy and actually remove it in Photoshop. This is actually very hard since it's going through the trees as well, as you can see. So what I did was I color graded it to my likes, and I know Appearanton, you go down on the clarity, I go up on the clarity. So yeah, now the thing what I did here was I reduced the temperature a bit. I did not play actually with the temperature much. I really did not play. I just checked whether it looked good at warm side or the cool side, and it looked at the cool side because the bush right here, or sorry, the trees right here complement the oranges. I don't want the whole picture to look blue. So you have the tree here, which is a kind of orange or yellowish, and that is giving it a whole bit of vibe. Now what I did was I went on the exposure. Wallahi bro, mashallah, you nailed the exposure, Appearanton. I love the exposure. I upped the contrast a bit, the highlights, reduced it all the way because there were some clippings in the light pole and a bit of the pole on top of the building. I don't know how that happens, but yeah. So without further ado, here is your before and after. Tell me you like it, please. I mean, look at it. Look at it. I love it. Alright, so the next photo by Appearanton is this motorcycle shot. It's very good. The only thing that you can see right now, because the red markings are actually the clipping of the highlights. Basically the sky has no details and it's completely white, and you don't want that to happen. You need some detail in the skies, otherwise your photo is gonna look garbage. Now the thing that we do here, since this is a raw photo, it has a shit ton of info, and since it has a shit ton of info, all I can do is just reduce the highlights. And look at that. Look, you can see a bit of the clouds that day. But I'm gonna go quick over this shot, and I'm gonna use my preset Moody Browns and tweak it a little bit, and I'll show you the before and after. All in all, the shot is very nice. The sky is a bit blown out, but you can bring that down in Lightroom. But this is the before and this is the after. Tell me you like it, please. Okay. Alright, so the next photo was sent by a guy called Wilfrat on Instagram. Thank you for sending this, my dude. Let's get right into editing this beautiful shot of the city. My god, bro, you're 16-year-olds and you're killing it. So thank you, Wilfred, for sending your photos in. This photo is beautiful, the shot is beautiful, the way it's composed and the leading lines leading to the subjects is mashallah, bro. So the thing, I'm not used to shooting, editing things like this because mainly I don't live in a city. My edits are pretty now warm, and you know what I mean. But this shot is beautiful, and the good thing about Wilfred was he sent me his edit, the original, and now I'm gonna show you my edit. So this is the original right here. This is my edit. This is my edit, and this is his edit. And Wilfred, you really did a good job shooting this as for 16-year-old boy. Keep it up, man. Don't leave the stand. I'm telling you, you're gonna be somewhere one day. And yeah, thank you for sending me your photos. Okay, so this took longer than I expected. I will be making a part 2 of this video. But thank you, Appearanton and Wilfred, for sending your photos. Their links of their Instagrams are in the descriptions. Look out for part 2, boys. Thank you for sending me your photos. I'll be editing them. I'll make sure I make one more and let people send me more photos. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope it was not boring as the last one. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share, most importantly share and comment on this video to show me your support. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and have a shit one. Even go live stream, it depends upon my internet. Why am I speaking gibberish?